Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Jason here with Hatfield Country. Don't know if y'all saw my short the other day with the groundhog that I had killed and skinned out, and I told y'all I was going to eat it. Well, today's the day, so I'm going to go ahead and I got it laid out, got all the meat washed off, and what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to cut the meat off the bone, dip it in milk, roll it in flour, and I'm going to fry it. I think that'd be about the best way to do it. I might be tough, I don't know, because it was a bigger groundhog, and so it might be tough, but I'm gonna give it a whirl, see how it goes. So here we go. So here's the meat right here. One of the legs, the reason why I only got three, because one of them got shot up pretty bad. The bullet went through and hit it, and it was all bloodshot. This right here, these two pieces are off the back. I guess that'd be like the tenderloins, kind of like on a deer. So I'm gonna cut this off the bone. I got my milk, my flour. I think I'm gonna add some Cajun seasoning to that, spice it up a little bit. So I'm gonna get this cut off the bone, and then I'll show y'all the process. Alright y'all, so I got the meat cut up, not all of it, but I put some in this bowl here, this bowl of milk. I got some flour and some Creole seasoning, give it a little flavor. Just gonna mix that up, get all that seasoning mixed in real good. I got my grease over here, not my grease, my oil, cooking oil. I'm gonna let that get warm up to the right temperature, and I'm just going to take it from the milk to the flour and fry it up. And I got my plate with paper towels on it to soak up a little bit of the oil here. But I'm kind of excited about this. I've never had groundhog. I've had about everything else from squirrel, deer, wild turkey, wild hog. Had quail, rabbit, about anything you can think of really. But I'm gonna let this oil get heated up here, and then I'll get back to it. We'll see y'all in a minute. Alright, so it sounds like my oil is popping, so it's probably ready. I'll just grab this by hand. Some good looking meat. Get it floured up real nice. Oh yeah. It does look and smell really like some really good meat, and I don't know why anybody would be squeamish about eating it. I mean, groundhogs they're herbivores. All they do is sit out in the field and eat clover and alfalfa and whatever vegetation's growing out there. So I mean, it's just like deer meat, squirrel, whatever. I don't understand when people think that it's gross, but yet they'll go to McDonald's and eat a hamburger made out of some kind of mystery meat. You don't know how those cattle were raised, probably in feedlots and fed all kinds of hormones and antibiotics and all kind of stuff. And really, it don't get any better than wild game. I mean, can't get any more fresh. I mean, it goes from the field to your plate. I mean, you know where it came from. There ain't nothing bad in it. They don't eat junk. They don't have any chemicals, you know, so never understood why people are so hesitant to eat wild game. And you know, I think a couple years ago we learned during all the supply chain shortages at the grocery and whatnot that you don't always have everything you need in the store. So, you know, it's kind of good to have another option. I mean, I've been eating wild game since I was a kid, so I love it. I got to put the phone down here because I got to wash this flour off my hands, and I'm going to watch this meat cook. Alright, so I done flipped it over. I don't want it to cook too long on either side. I don't want to burn it. But smells and looks really good. I'm not worried about it tasting bad or anything. My only concern is it being kind of tough, because it was a bigger groundhog, and so I've heard that they can be a little bit tough, but I think it's going to taste good. It's cooking up really nice. I'm not the best cook in the world. I don't really fry a lot of stuff, but I figure it'd be alright. Need one of those fish fryers. Probably would work really good, but I cut it off the bone too. I don't know if I mentioned that. I just figured it'd be a little bit easier eating, and I wanted to trim all the fat off of it and all the membrane, what they call silver skin kind of. It's just kind of slimy. I don't know if any of y'all watching this have ever dealt with wild game, but if you've ever heard of anybody saying that the meat tasted gamey, it's not the meat. It really starts with how you process it. Like, for example, deer, that's why you gotta be careful when you're field dressing one or where you shoot one at. You don't want to hit it in the guts. If that gets on the meat, of course it's going to taste bad. So you just want to keep that meat clean while you're field dressing, skinning, and wash the meat off really well, and trim all that fat off of it and all that membrane. I would show y'all that, but I don't think YouTube takes too kindly to processing wild game, which I don't get. I think that's the skill that a lot of people could use. I mean, people getting into hunting, or people just kind of want to live off the land a little bit, and eat game that you've harvested. I mean, I don't know why that's such a bad thing, but certain things YouTube won't let us show, unfortunately. But it's cooking up pretty good. It shouldn't take too much longer, because it's not that thick. But man, it smells real good. I'm excited. I've never had it, and I know that my dad told me he's ate groundhog before, but I think he ate younger ones, and he said they were tender. I think he barbecued them, but I figured about everything tastes good fried, so figured I'd give that a whirl. I'm gonna finish cooking this up and get back with y'all when I get it out and on the plate, and let it cool down a little bit. I'll do a little taste test. Alright, y'all, voila, there it is. Cooked up nice and golden brown. So I'm gonna get me a knife and a fork, let this cool down a minute, and I will, of course this ain't live, but I'm not gonna do no kind of editing or nothing like that. Like, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna eat it and give y'all my real opinion on it, if I would do it again. So if any of y'all would be interested in it, you might want to do the same. But I'm gonna get me a knife and a fork, cut me off a good piece, and try it out. Alright, y'all, here it goes. That's really good. I have to say, that's really good. I'm quite pleased with that. Yes, I highly recommend groundhog. Highly recommend frying it. And that Creole seasoning, I think, really did it. I have to get some more of that. It's good, y'all. So, if you ever wondered how good groundhog is to eat, it's good. I will definitely be doing that again. So, hope y'all enjoyed that. I know it ain't a long video, and I couldn't really show y'all how I processed from skinning it and cutting it up and all that. But I highly recommend groundhog. It's a good meat. Very good. I'm going to see you guys next time. I'm going to finish eating.